So I'm thinking of buying a house, but I'm a little worried about the interest rate.
What, are they high or something right now? Are you thinking about buying a house right now, but concerned about the interest rates? When should I buy? Should I buy now? Should I time the market? Are interest rates gonna come down? It's probably the number one question that I receive as a real estate agent. And I think that if you are bold enough to buy right now, because I do think it takes a bit of bravery, if you will. I mean, if you think about it, all you're hearing about is, the world's ending, interest rates are as high as they've ever been, and all you're hearing is negative news.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Take that negative news, kind of mute it for a little bit, and get a full perspective of what's going to be going on. The question that I always ask people when they're looking to buy is, when do you want to get into a home, or when do you need to get into a home? And if you need to or really want to get into a home within the next 12 to 24 months, then I think right now is a great time to buy. I think it's probably the best time to buy would be in the next few months of 2023. If you went back to this time last year in 2022, and there was about a 4-month log between October and February 2023 where the market essentially just took a nap. You could get all of your contingencies, you'd be the only buyer on a property, you could get it below list price, you get all these amazing things that have just went away come February 2023. Currently, what we're seeing, because interest rates are going higher and higher, is that is starting to come back. So I think that right now, even though interest rates are very, very high, highest they've been in decades, but the next few months will be a great time to buy, despite the interest rates, if you're going to buy it in the next couple years. If you want to stay put for 5 years, 10 years, then sure, naturally you're just fine. We're not seeing a whole lot of people move just to move. But if you've had a life event, you need more space. You are renting, which is 100% interest rate. Home ownership is something that's going to happen in the next 2 years, then yes, it is an absolutely great time to buy, because once the interest rates start to come down, you're gonna see all this pent up demand that is out there really start to take over the market. You're gonna see it go just absolutely bonkers like it originally did when the interest rates went down to 3%, because all these buyers came in there. There was still a shortage of inventory. So everything went bonkers. The exact same thing is gonna happen when interest rates come down to a low level. Even though it was higher than it used to be, if it hits a 6, if there's a 6 in front of an interest rate, for example, everything is going to go gangbusters, and it's going to be the wild, wild west out there. Prices will shoot back up. There's going to be still a shortage of inventory. All these buyers that have been waiting on the sidelines to buy, waiting for interest rates to come down, are going to get very, very serious and try to get into that property. I do think it is a good time now to buy if you're going to be buying in the next 18 months. I see prices coming down temporarily. So I see prices coming down for the next few months where you can actually get into a property, be the only offer, and maybe get that property below asking price. I think what happens is, as prices go up and then start to come down, the properties that priced at the very top of that pyramid are going to be overpriced, and those are going to have to get price reductions, and those are the ones that you're actually going to be able to get at a pretty good discount, because the days on the market are going to start to tick. They're going to be on the market for 30 days plus. Sellers will get nervous. Holidays are coming. So yes, I do think prices will come down in these winter months, but I do think that they're going to come back up pretty shortly after in the spring market. I think that the price reduction's coming twofold. Buyers, because they are paying what they believe to be a premium, at these 8% interest rates, are waiting for that perfect house. So if it's not the perfect house, you're getting 25, 30, 35 showings on a property, but no offers. So I think that it is kind of twofold, where the interest rates are making most buyers be a little bit more picky and kind of wait for that dream property, which makes sense. So because of that, the properties that aren't appealing to the masses, they don't have everything beautifully renovated, they don't have absolutely everything that's perfect about them, those properties, you are going to see those come down, and you are going to see people get a better deal and a better price on those properties than they would have in the past, and then they certainly will going forward when the interest rates come down. I see the 2024 housing market staying somewhat steady, maybe a little bit of an incline after the spring comes. I think that in the January, February, which historically are slow months, I think you'll still be able to get a house at a reasonable price. But there's just such a shortage of supply right now that it's nearly impossible for prices to dip too much. When I say that you might be able to get a deal on a property, we're almost talking about you might be able to get it 1%, 2% below asking price, things of that nature. When you compare it to the 5% or 10% asking that has commonly been paid in the past few years above list price, it makes it look like a deal. I don't see the market taking a big dip overall in 2024 just because there's still going to be such a shortage of supply. With only 4.1 million homes being sold in all of 2023, that's basically a 50% reduction overall in supply from where it was at its height in the, where 6 million homes were being sold in a year. And that is not expected to increase. So as long as these interest rates stay high, you're going to have this shortage of inventory because people won't sell their asset. They won't sell that home. They might go buy another home. So you're having less supply with more buyers, but they're not getting rid of that home. They're renting it out or they're just staying put. But even if people are going to buy, very frequently they're doing whatever they can to keep that home that has that low interest rate of 2.5%, 3%, 3.5%. Those look like absolute deals when you compare them right next to an 8% interest rate. Interest rates could come down. I wish that I have a crystal ball. Eventually, yes, I do think they will come down. When is the magical question that I think everybody wants an answer to? I could actually see them going up a little bit more, to be honest with you. They seem to just keep going up and up and up. Until inflation gets under control, I don't know that there would be a reason for them to come down. So I don't see them coming down in the next few months. I mean, I think we're talking maybe, I don't even want to say a time figure, but I don't see them coming down in the next 6 months for sure. Next year, I don't know. But I would definitely say that it's going to be directly correlated to inflation being under control and then the Fed, not raising the interest rates. So my advice to home buyers right now is really take advantage of this time to get into a property at a reasonable price. What you can't change is the price that you paid for a house. What you can change is the mortgage rate that you have on that house. Getting a house at a great price is the permanent factor. That interest rate is something that's temporary. How long is it temporary for? I don't think we have that answer for, but it is temporary. So my advice would be take advantage of getting a decent deal in comparison to what the prices will be in the upcoming 1, 2, 3 years, as well as getting those favorable terms where you'll be able to have some contingencies and protection when you are buying that property. My advice for home sellers currently is this is one of the best times we've seen to sell a property in a long time. Maybe not this upcoming winter, but start now getting your home prepared for the upcoming spring market. Have your home ready and prepared to go on the market ahead of time. Oftentimes we'll see the market be absolutely phenomenal, but the seller is still 3-4 months away from having their home market ready, if you will. Now is the time to be getting your home market ready and doing all the stuff to your property that's going to give you that return on investment. Doing the upgrades such as kitchens, bathrooms, or painting, or things, whatever it may be for your specific property, because keep in mind, not all renovations, not all upgrades are going to give you a return. That is something that we absolutely love to help people with. We have an amazing list of contractors that we can bring through your house, give you ideas of what we think will give you a return on investment, things that will not give you a return on investment, give you prices for those kind of things. Compass, my brokerage, we will give you up to $25,000 depending on the equity of your house at a 0% interest rate to do those upgrades. What about you all? I'd love to hear what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. As a home buyer, are you frustrated? As a homeowner, are you reluctant to sell because of your interest rate? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.